You're ankle deep in freezing salt water, and the blood on your axe is already washing off. Doesn't matter. You'll get more. The tide is coming in, and with it the screaming starts. Again. You thought it would feel like glory. You thought crossing the whale road in a longship carved with dragon heads would make you a legend. Instead, it makes you wet, cold, seasick. Every time the ship dips into a wave, icy spray slaps your face like an angry god. You're not a dragon. You're bait on a wooden coffin, hoping the storm holds off and the foreign coast doesn't see you coming. The land finally appears like a bruise on the horizon. You don't know its name. Doesn't matter. You're not here to learn. You're here to take. You hit the beach before dawn. Every step on land feels like the world is still swaying. Your thighs burn. Your joints ache. You've been squatting in this boat too long. But no time to stretch. The monastery is inland. The men ahead are already jogging. If you're slow, the silver's gone by the time you get there. You hear the bell first. Then, the panic. It's supposed to be easy. They're monks, peaceful, barefoot, no blades. But today, one of them fights back. Old man, wild eyes. He rams a pitchfork straight into Ivar's throat. Blood sprays hot and bright in the grey morning light. Ivar falls, twitching. You kill the monk with the back of your axe. It's messy. It takes more hits than you expected. The silence afterward isn't peaceful. The monks scream yes, but your crew doesn't cheer. They're too busy checking shadows. Every crack of a twig could be a local with a spear. A king's man, an ambush. The longer you linger, the worse your odds. But you're greedy. Everyone is. So you keep looting. The silver's heavy. The chalices don't stack. You carry what you can, blood still drying on your forearms. Then the horn sounds. Locals, not monks. Real men, armed. You bolt. Running with loot is harder than running with a shield. You lose both. Doesn't matter. You make it back to the boat, lungs searing, heart punching through your ribs. The others are already pushing off. You hurl yourself onto the deck. Someone grabs your hand. Someone else doesn't make it. Their screams cut short by iron. You row until your arms go numb again. Salt in the cuts. No clean bandages. No healer. Just a half-warm fire and the reek of old sweat and fear. You try to sleep. But your body is one long ache. And in your dreams, the monk's face keeps asking why. Back home, they call you brave. They hang silver around your neck and pretend you're a hero. But your neighbor's wife won't meet your eyes. And the blacksmith's kid flinches when you pass. They heard stories. They know. Your coin buys food, but not peace, not sleep, not healing. You go out again. Because the Jarl demands it. Because your farm failed. Because your brother died and left you with debts. Because you're too good at killing and too bad at everything else. You raid in Ireland, in Francia, in England. You learn the taste of blood on snow. The way a sword sings through flesh. The way fire makes a church crackle like dry wood. You stop asking names. You stop remembering faces. You take a sword to the leg outside a Saxon village. Infection sets in. You try to ignore it. The healer has no magic, just boiling water and prayers. Your skin swells, turns black. You keep going anyway. Your raider blood, you don't stop. You walk with a limp now. Your place on the boat is at risk. You row slower. You fight slower. You're still dangerous, but they see it. You're fading. Like Ivar. Like the others. One day it's your turn. The tide comes in. You're slower than the rest. You fall in the mud with a spear through your gut. The pain is immediate, then distant. You hear the boat leave without you. The monk who finds you doesn't pray. He watches you bleed. He doesn't look angry, just tired. Like he's seen too many of you. Like he's counting the minutes until you stop twitching. You die in a land you can't name. For gods who never answer. With silver you'll never spend. Because you weren't a dragon. You were just meat in a boat. And that's why it sucked to be a Viking raider.